jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
Hi guys, Sharpo back once again with another mint in box for TokuToyStore.com. And it's the dawn of a new era, the Reiwa Era. And we are kicking off our continuation of the RKF line with Kamen Rider Zero-One, Rising Hopper, the first of the Reiwa Era Kamen Riders. And the RKF box is exactly the same as it always has been. Nothing new there, just very nice greeny yellow Hopper Boy. So let's cut the faff, jump right into the review. Out of the packaging, Zero-One is an odd duck, because for as long as I've been reviewing the RKF line, not a lot has changed. I mean, the last big innovation for this line was pegs in the hand. Sadly, those are gone. But instead we are treated to something new, namely ball jointed shoulders. Now I might be remembering wrong, but I don't believe we've ever seen this system in the RKF line. And I kind of dig it. It makes the whole arm to shoulder ratio a little more uniform, a little more free-flowing and natural looking. It's just a weird addition. I'm not sure why, but let's see if they keep it up in the line overall. The next thing that really bugged me was the placement of the head. Now usually a ball jointed head would stick into like the middle of the head, and that's par for the course, but for some reason this is hinged right at the back, and I feel like if I move it about too much, that peg is gonna snap, and I'm not a fan of that really. But apart from that, it's got a really good range of motion, and it's got a really nice upward tilt, designed for when he's jumping to the sky for a rider kick. And speaking of, you get a fairly good range of motion to put him into a rider kick. The standard articulation for an RKF applies to the legs, feetsy ball joints, deep knee joint, and ball jointed hips. Nothing special there. And his torso is on a ball joint, and there's no waist articulation. His arms spin, fold, twist at the wrist, and yeah, apart from my niggle about his neck and the new shoulder assemblage, not a lot has changed in terms of the articulation, but that's not a bad thing. This is still the budget Kamen Rider line and is for gimmicks really. And speaking of, this figure doesn't look like it interacts with anything else right off the bat, which I'm not sure if it concerns me or not, because obviously with Zio we had a lot of ride armors, but there doesn't seem to be any like connection points or anything for this to interact with Zero-One's other forms. So I'm wondering how this line's going to go forward, if we're going to get a figure for each of his unique animal flavors, which honestly I wouldn't mind. There's a couple of those that I want outside of just him, so I wouldn't mind that at all. And I honestly do look forward to seeing where this line goes. In terms of accessories, there's not a lot. He's got a pair of holding things hands, which he can't hold anything in. And his other hands are just neat little splayed open hands that can be used for a variety of poses. Personally, I think it's a real shame he doesn't come with a fist with a thumb point, because I do like how he points at the enemy and then points back at himself. Really like that. That's a good gimmick for a Kamen Rider. It's like, you know who's going to beat you? Me. So I really like that. And Naruto Hiden's got a real sense of humour about him, even when his jokes don't land. He's a good hot-blooded shonen. I really like him as a Kamen Rider, and I like Zero-One as a series so far. So, looking forward to where the show goes and to where the RKF line goes. And I can highly recommend picking up Zero-One because he's a fantastic first outing for the line in the new era, and he looks the business. He looks like a solid representation of everyone's new Hopper boy. So I highly recommend him, and you can pick up your very own Rising Hopper from tokutoystores.com for £24.99. As always, I've been Sharpo. This has been the RKF Kamen Rider Zero-One Rising Hopper. And I'll catch you guys next time for another Mint in Box.